We have seen effects from layoffs in small town USA, but the trickle down is starting to hit big cities. And several mayors are certainly concerned. Joining me here in Atlanta Mayor Shirley Franklin, she is one of them. She is concerned about this. You sent letters. Thank you, first of all, Your Honor, for joining us here. You sent a letter to Charlie Rangel, I'm correct, and then also to the Secretary Paulson and others to try to help get money, because you say this is a crisis situation now.
No, it is a crisis, and the letter to Chairman Rangel really was to be added to the testimony for hearings that were held in Congress a few weeks ago about an infrastructure investment that would come through the Congress. And then some mayors actually believe, as I do, that Secretary Paulson could set up a urban infrastructure fund with some of the TARP money and then allow us to use that money to rebuild infrastructure. And you say, well, why do we need that? We believe in Atlanta, in 120 to 160 days, we could put 5,000, 6,000 people to work and retain jobs if we had $30 million to invest. Sidewalks, infrastructure related to bridges, roads, so that it is part of how you get people back to work.
All right, let's go, before we get to why you say it's a crisis and what might happen if you don't get the money, people are sitting at home wondering, well, why do I care about what happens in Atlanta? Why do I care about what happens in Phoenix or Chicago or any other city? Why should the person watching care?
Well, the economy of the United States, it's well documented. Much of the economy is driven by what happens in cities. Small towns and cities really are driving the economy. Most people in America now live in cities. So when you have a cutback of services, when you have a rise in crime rate, when you have a rise in unemployment, that affects the national economy. Our part of it is the Atlanta economy, but you add that to Detroit, you add that to Michigan, you add Georgia to California, and all of a sudden you have an economy that is in crisis, which is what we're seeing.
Now, if you don't get this money, if you don't get help, tell us what can happen. We're talking about layoffs, and we're talking about a ripple effect here.
Well, there's no question. Atlanta started, and some people think, well, you should take care of your own business. Well, indeed, we did. We cut back in our cost of government in May and June. We had layoffs of 350 people. We cut back 30% of non-public safety personnel so that we could balance the budget and move forward. Now we're having to have layoffs, not layoffs, but furloughs in city government, including police and fire. We've asked everyone in city government, police, fire, parks, folks, to take a 10% pay cut. And that 10% pay cut is a cut in hours as well. So there will be fewer people to provide the services. When people have less money, our employees, you, me, and others, we stop spending money. So we exacerbate the problems in the economy. It's cyclical. I mean, it's all tied together.
Yeah, and Atlanta's not alone. I mean, there are cities all over the country, and if they're not feeling it now, you told me earlier that they are going to start feeling it, and that people should be, obviously concerned about this.
Well, I don't know that there are any cities that are not feeling it. We're all dipping into our reserves. How long can we do that? Our revenues are spiraling down. They're going down, in our case, 12% in the first quarter. We can't sustain an increase even in the downturn.
Mayor Shirley Franklin. Okay, that is some sobering news, but we appreciate you joining us, and we hope that some way that they are able to work all of this out, and I'm sure you hope as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's good seeing you.
Good to see you.
As
Thank
always.
you.
All right.